Alright, so today we're going to show you how to load a 200-foot Crosslay using the 1.88 inch or FDNY Spec hose. We're going to show you how to load this on our new engines with using the pigtail that'll come out on the first lineman's side. So again, you're going to need 4 sections of the 1.88 inch hose or the FDNY Spec hose and a pigtail, and we're going to show you a good standard approach to laying this out and then folding the hose in the Crosslay. I'll go ahead and take the camera here. And the first step is Captain Rios is going to roll out our first 50-foot section of hose. And he's going to connect this back here to the pigtail that's hanging in place. And we'll come back to this pigtail and talk about it again later on. This 50 feet of hose comes out here, and Brad Murphy is going to roll out the second set of hose, or the second section of hose, at the end of this. And Brad's going to make his coupling connection. And he's going to count off about 22 or 24 feet. This is where we're going to make our first fold. So 22, 24 feet is about 8 good steps. And he's going to make this fold and fold it right back on top of itself. And Martinez is going to come up here and roll out the third section of hose. And Brad's come all the way back to the pumper, and he's made one last fold here at the pumper. Now Dustin's going to roll out our fourth and final section of hose. Now it's very important at this point that you notice that laid out on the ground is all 4 sections of the hose, and it makes a big Z pattern. It comes all the way down, comes back to the pumper again, and it runs out. Now if we've laid it out right, we should have minimal adjustments to get the male end of the hose even with the fold at the end. And it should look just like that. That's very good. Back here at the pumper, they've adjusted it so that it runs all the way up to the pumper. Now, back to this pigtail we were talking about. We're going to want to fold this over so that whenever we load it up into the Crosslay hose bed, this pigtail stays out with the coupling on top. Brad and Dustin are going to work on that.
It's a little short here.
That's okay.
No, I think
It'll fold up.
Just grab that. Pull that too.
If you want to grab this right here, Mike.
Yeah. Got it. Hold that over.
And Brad is holding a hand on that pigtail, on that coupling on the pigtail to keep it from moving. We want that coupling on top of the fold so that it's easy to access for the apartment lay.
Yeah. And then
We'll run it the length of the Crosslay hose bed. This is easiest to have one firefighter on top. Mike Thompson's on top with his helmet on. Jason Bonjour is on the other side holding the folds on the other side of the pumper. And we've got Brad Murphy on this side feeding the hose through and holding the folds on this side. Just keep working this back and forth until we've loaded up all 200 feet. All right, you're gonna stop right there. Now you can see that when we pulled it even earlier, when working all that slack out, we've developed a little bit of a tail here. Whenever you put the nozzle on, it'll be just it'll match up perfectly with the end of the nozzle. And some people like to tuck that tail through the bite of the nozzle to hold it all together. Just be sure that whenever you pull it, you pull that bite out of the nozzle before the line's charged. So we'll go ahead and finish putting it up there in the Crosslay hose bed, and then you can attach your nozzle. We'll hold that right there. And that's how you load a Crosslay on our new pumpers. Review this video if you have any questions. Contact your officers if you have any questions about loading these. Let's make sure that we have these loaded right so they deploy right. That's it.